Modern cities are designed around the concept of physical defense. When we have something of value to protect, we surround it with steel and constant surveillance. Within our own homes, securing the perimeter is an automatic reflex. Turning a deadbolt is the final signal that we are safe for the night. Yet in the plains of Maharashtra, the village of Shani Shingnapur operates under a different set of physical rules. Throughout this entire settlement, houses and businesses operate without traditional front doors or locks. It functions as a deliberate vacuum of security. Imagine ending your day, turning off the lights, and leaving the entrance to your home completely unprotected while you sleep. Be honest, would you risk leaving your front door wide open tonight? Let us know in the comments. Stripping away physical barriers contradicts every modern survival instinct. To understand how a community survives in total vulnerability, we have to look at the forces that replaced the deadbolt. Centuries ago, local residents discovered a heavy stone believed to be sacred and linked to the deity Lord Shani. Local tradition maintains that any act of theft or wrongdoing in the village triggers immediate, severe divine retribution. The village grew around this belief, with its very architecture, from the homes to the temple walls, reflecting the spiritual commitment. Over generations, a behavior rooted in folklore solidified into a mandatory standard of daily life. Choosing not to install a door became a public declaration of community membership. The primary mechanism of protection here is a psychological barrier. Faith, rather than metal, is what keeps intruders out. While an ancient legend might influence local residents, that barrier should logically fail when faced with outsiders who do not share the faith. Today, thousands of visitors pass through these streets every week. The village is constantly exposed to crowds of tourists, walking directly past unsecured living rooms and open shop fronts. This tradition faced its most extreme test with the arrival of modern banking. To operate here, financial institutions had to adapt to local custom, meaning no heavy padlocks on their primary entrances. Daily commerce and high-stakes banking function right in the middle of this friction, testing ancient vulnerability against modern financial risk. The absence of locks is a robust, active system that has survived the transition into a high-pressure capitalist environment. If we examine official state and police records, the narrative becomes grounded in data rather than folklore. The statistics show that the crime rate is not zero. Thefts do occasionally occur within the village limits. These rare incidents reveal the true depth of the village's resilience. When a robbery happens, the system of open doors does not collapse. The community does not panic, and they do not rush to install hardware. By refusing to install locks even after a theft, the community demonstrates that their way of life is more important than a guarantee of individual security. The force protecting this town is a matter of applied sociology. This system relies on omnipresent social pressure. Without physical walls, every resident is connected through a network of mutual accountability. By maintaining this unbroken chain of trust, the village crowdsources its security. The absence of doors forces every neighbor to act as a guardian. Modern security uses metal to isolate us from the outside. This framework uses shared vigilance to bind the residents together. Shani Shingnapur challenges our standard assumptions by proving that safety can be maintained as a shared idea rather than a physical barrier. This peaceful settlement serves as a living experiment in human cooperation. The village invites us to consider how much trust can be built when an entire community operates on the same set of values. If you enjoyed this investigation, like the video and subscribe to Untold Indian Stories. Every week, we uncover forgotten history, ancient mysteries, and hidden knowledge from across the world. Until next time, keep questioning the impossible.